Hello friends, in the series on income tax cases, today we will discuss a very important case which is based on the addition of bogus purchases. In the present case, a very pertinent issue was before Delhi ITAT A bench, and the issue was that if the purchases are duly supported by e-way bills, so whether in that case where the revenue doubts the purchases on the basis that the assessee is not able to prove the movement of the goods, so whether if there are e-way bills, it can be presumed that there is movement of the goods and those purchases should not be doubted. This issue has been decided by Honorable Delhi ITAT A bench in the case of LS Contractors Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case is reported in 137 ITR Tribunal Short Notes 41, and the date of the judgment is 21st November 2025. In the present case, there was search on an Assessee S, and in that search there were some accounts and electronic records were found. As admitted in the search in his statement that he has made both genuine sales and some sales in which he has issued only the bills. On the basis of the accounts and the electronic records and on the basis of the statement of S, the notice under section 153C was issued to the present assessee for the assessment year 1920 and 2021, and the assessee in the present case was a civil contractor who was doing the work of civil construction for both government organizations and for private organizations. During the assessment proceedings, the assessing officer asked the assessee to prove the movement of the goods and to prove the genuineness of the purchases, and the assessee submitted the voluminous documents to prove the genuineness of the purchases, but the assessing officer, on the basis of allegation that the movement of the goods has not been established by the assessee, so he added the full amount of alleged purchases into the income of the assessee. The assessee filed the appeal before the CIT appeal, and the CIT appeal more or less upheld the order of the assessing officer as it is and dismissed the appeal of the assessee. The assessee carried the matter to the tribunal, and when the matter was before the tribunal, the assessee argued that since the purchases has been supported by e-way bills, so there is no further requirement for the assessee to prove the movement of the goods, and since the purchases are supported by e-way bills, so the movement of the goods is already established and the purchases should not be doubted. When the tribunal heard the matter, the tribunal was with the assessee and was convinced with the argument of the assessee that e-way bill is a good evidence of the movement of the goods, and for the purchases where the assessee has duly submitted the e-way bills, those purchases should not be treated as ingenuine purchases, and in those cases the full deletion of the addition should be done. And in respect of the purchases where the assessee is not able to submit the e-way bills, so those purchases are unproven purchases, and in respect of those purchases also, since the department has not doubted the sales, so in respect of the purchases where the assessee is not able to give the e-way bills, only the addition of 6% should be done as a part of gross profit, and in respect of purchases where the purchases are supported by the e-way bills, in that case no addition should be done. Friends, this case is very important because sometimes a negative burden is levied on the assessee or imposed on the assessee to prove that the movement of the goods has taken place, or the revenue says that you have to prove that the movement of the goods has taken place. So the assessee cannot prove this burden that the movement of the goods has not taken place. So if the assessee submits the e-way bills, then it is a good proof that the movement of the goods has taken place and the purchases has been made. Friends, this case is very important because this case throws the light that the e-way bills are a good proof of the movement of the goods, and hence the purchases are genuine. At the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is LS Contractors Private Limited versus Deputy Commissioner of Income Tax, and this case is reported in 137 ITR Tribunal, short note 41, and the date of the judgment is 21st November 2025. Thank you, friends.